For those of us lucky enough to experience it and to live in the 90s, and I'm the oldest one here on the table, so I can say that, the 90s was home to some of the most iconic shows highlighting black comedians that played a pivotal role in shaping what Americans find funny. Here's a quick refresher for you.
When I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry all the time.
Let's get something straight, kids. Homie may be a clown, but he don't make a fool out of himself.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Look, turn sideways. Turn sideways, Gina.
Sitcoms like Martin in Living Color and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, also three of my favorites, are just some of the TV classics that Jeff Bennett examined in his new book chronicling the history of black comedy in America. It is called Black Out Loud, The Revolutionary History of Black Comedy from Vaudeville to 90s Sitcoms. And Jeff is back with us to talk about it. This is incredible, like an incredible piece of work. I don't know if a single book does it justice. It's probably like it needs a volume, given the contribution of...
A multi-part PBS special.
There you go. Like, you got a new agent here.
Let's get that done.
But what was the thinking in your mind as you began to study this and research this? Well, give us a sense of like how this came to be and what you learned in the process of writing this book.
This is the book I've always wanted to read. Those clips you just played, the question that I had was, how was it in the 1990s? How did you have all of those shows on the air at once? And the fact that they all existed simultaneously mattered because it didn't fall to one show to represent the entirety of the race. You had an affluent family on The Fresh Prince. You had the comedic hijinks of a Martin Lawrence. You had four professional women in Brooklyn, sort of going through life and love on Living Single. How did that? What was the business decision that really unlocked that black creative cultural production? And that was the genesis of this. And so I spoke to the producers and the performers and the showrunners. I interviewed Barry Diller, who launched Fox Broadcasting Network, and he said that when he looked across the landscape of primetime television at the time, NBC, ABC, and CBS were basically putting on indistinguishable sitcoms, and he knew that Fox had to be different, and that creative risk is what opened the door to In Living Color and to Martin and all those shows.
I want to read from your book where you described the first time you watched In Living Color. When you were 10 years old, you wrote, "It felt like someone had kicked open the door to a party I hadn't even known I was waiting to be invited to. I'd seen black faces on TV before, but rarely had I seen so many all at once being this funny, this free, this in control. In Living Color didn't just make me laugh. It reflected the rhythm of the barbershops, family reunions, and cookouts I knew so well. It was comedy that looked like my world." Why was that so important to you?
Because, of course, black folks had been on television before. There was Good Times and a whole host of shows. But what was different about the 90s was that you had black showrunners, you had black writers in the writers' rooms, and they were writing stories that felt authentic and specific and true. And because they were so authentic, there was a universality in that. And so I see these shows as being mirrors for black folks watching them. You see yourself reflected, and for everybody else, they were windows. They were windows into experiences and lives you might not otherwise have encountered, and that's why they're so culturally resonant.
Why do you think they hold up so well? I think, for example, of like Boondocks, there are certain episodes that things will happen in our current moment. I'll be like, I got to rewatch that R. Kelly episode of Boondocks.
Yeah, right.
Why do you think they had that sort of magic, almost like prophetic DNA in these shows?
Because they were just incredibly funny. I mean, the chapter on In Living Color in this book about Keenen Ivory Wayans and how was it that he had an entire family of funny people, he talks about how his writer's room, he said, this is not a democracy. He said, I'm very much a dictator, and no skit is going to get on my show unless it makes me laugh. So the bar was high, just across the board, from all of those shows. And you had writers who were experienced on other shows. So Yvette Lee Bowser, who created Living Single, she got her experience as a writer with Debbie Allen on A Different World. So there's a lot of that like cross-pollination happening too. And then the cream rises to the top, and you have these shows that stand the test of time.
Who do you think was the most influential black comedian of the American century?
Oh my gosh.
If you had to...
Richard Pryor. Because before Richard Pryor, comedians were basically doing observational humor, safe stuff. But he found a way to take what was raw and visceral and like his own vulnerability and turn that into a stage act. And of course, you say that now and you think that's what all comedians do. That's not what comedians were doing back then. And he started as a clean comic because when he looked around, he saw Bill Cosby at the time having success, and Bill Cosby was a clean comic initially. And it wasn't until he found his own voice and really kicked the hinges off of not just what black comedians were doing, but comedians generally. I think every comedian who is names you would know would point to Richard Pryor as an influence.
Yeah, no doubt, paving the way for people like Eddie Murphy and now Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And others.
Very quickly, who is your favorite living performing black comedian right now?
Oh, Sinbad. I chased Sinbad for years for an interview, and I got him to talk for this book. He recorded a stand-up show at Morehouse that was my dad's favorite performance, to the point where the VHS tape split in half. So 90s, y'all.
That says it all.
Yeah.
Jeff, so good to have you on.
Thanks.
Congratulations. His new book, Black Out Loud. It is in stores now.